Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Buffalo Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's going to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Look looking to throw on second down. Gets rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
QBs that can run can... game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNLV. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Buffalo, 0.
No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And you see this formula work at all levels in football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels.
Number 29 with the grab and the score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that...
He'll off one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Second down now after the sack. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McMahon. On the move at the 30. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
That's caught. It's Lewis. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is in.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for it.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, UNLV. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 14 to Memphis. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll start this drive with a pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making...
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you've got to make plays. You've got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UNLV 28, Buffalo.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He makes the connection.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ooh, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He's got his man. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Rebels in the hurry up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paulo.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
It's complete on the right side. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At midfield, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll throw it on first down. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half.
Number 11, set to kick this one away.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Handoff from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On second down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
42, Spider. Cut.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And I love working the slot receivers. And you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Now the toss. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
It's still 3rd and goal. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to recoup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, UNLV 28, Buffalo 17.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got his man quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt-enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
35, Buffalo, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try the run. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30+.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He's right on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Bulls trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Buffalo, 24.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on first and 10. He wants to throw. Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buffalo! And here they come, almost all the way back.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll go to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
No good. That keeps the score. UNLV 35.
It's been fucking me. I mean, goodness, bro. Catch.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick.
Oh,
He's able to
fuck.
grab the football, and the hands team gets the
That's
job
crazy.
done.
Good game. And I took a timeout. It's great. Great game. Versus Bob. It's the life in the game. Playing
The
with me.
UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive.
Good
It's productive
game,
at this
bro.
point in the game is
What are you
running the ball
doing?
and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Right back to it.
Jeez.
Can't get him to the ground. The offense uses a
Yeah.
timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Rebels inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically.
God damn it. 0-3 in the conference. That's fucking violence. I didn't get a single turnover that game.